Over the past 10 days, I've been following the optimal morning routine by Andrew Huberman to combat my depression and lack of motivation. Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist and professor of neurobiology at Stanford School of Medicine. He also has a podcast named Huberman Lab Podcast, focused on science and science-based tools for everyday life.
Science and science-based tools for everyday life.
He has podcasts on productivity, focus, dopamine, testosterone, and a lot of other self-help ideas backed by science, where he breaks down how to use science-based tools to change your perceptions, behaviors, hormones, and overall well-being. Lately, I've been going through a depressive phase where my mind is just filled with negative thoughts and my body is reacting to it somehow, and I don't have that motivation to do even basic tasks, and I'm just confused all the time. Hence, I incorporated Andrew Huberman's morning routine in my daily life to see if it has any positive effects on me. Now, all of this is actually based on Andrew Huberman's podcast and his suggestions, and it has a scientific reason behind it, So do subscribe and turn that notification on to know more about these videos and to learn more from them. If you want to see my day-to-day results, it is at the end of this video. So I generally wake up around 7 to 8 a.m. and the first practice that we do is to get natural sunlight in your eyes within 1 hour of waking up to signal the neurons that it's daytime and it's time for me to be more alert. So I generally get 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight into my eyes. This modulates the timing of what's called the cortisol pulse, and you want that early in the morning. A left-shifted cortisol pulse, where you wake up late in the morning and stay in bed and get out only in the afternoon, puts you in a circadian dead zone.
Circadian dead zone, which is the time in which light arriving at the eyes can do certain things, but it can't time this pulse. That means that cortisol pulse is going to come in the afternoon, which means that your temperature rhythm is going to be shifted late. And that's actually a signature of depression and anxiety and difficulty falling asleep.
Maybe that is the reason why I've been having these depressive thoughts lately. This also triggers the release of dopamine in our body, which is the hormone or the body to drive motivation, craving, and pursuit in our life. Maybe the lack of that is the reason for the lack of motivation in my life. While taking the sunlight, I'll also drink a glass of salt water. I use lemon in it just to make the taste better. Salt water has sodium that helps the flow of ions, and neurons transfer signals containing ions from one end to the other. Hence, it helps the neurons to wake up and function properly in the morning. Usually, I'll drink a coffee as soon as I wake up, but according to Andrew, having caffeine early in the morning leads to an afternoon crash during afternoon. The longer we are awake, the longer the buildup of something called adenosine that makes us sleepy, and when we sleep, adenosine is pushed back down. Caffeine blocks the effect of adenosine and you become more alert. But when the caffeine wears off, adenosine binds to the receptors much more and you have that afternoon crash. He suggests that consuming caffeine after 60 to 90 minutes of waking up, it's better to let that adenosine clear out before you have your coffee. The other thing that clears out the adenosine is exercise. So in the meantime, I would go out either to the gym to have the weight training or have some cardio there in my daily routine. The main idea behind this is actually to increase the body temperature. When you wake up, your body temperature is starting to rise. That's why we wake up. The increase in temperature triggers the release of cortisol pulse. Again, the thing which is useful in the morning. And also by viewing the sunlight at that time, you ensure it happens the same time next day. This way, the clocks our body are matched to this cortisol pulse. Now, after some physical exercise, it's time for the cold shower. Cold shower also actually helps you to increase your body temperature. So when you actually make the outer surface of your body cold, the core temperature actually increases. Cold showers can also work as an electroshock therapy. The cold water sends electrical impulses to your brain. They jolt your system to increase alertness, clarity, and energy levels. Cold showers can also help to increase your dopamine levels by 2.5 times to get that mood-enhancing effect.
Mood-enhancing effect that you feel afterwards, it's real. It's based on a real neurochemical effect.
After that, for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending upon the day how much time I have, I try to meditate. Meditate means simply do the breathing exercise where I just focus on my breath and try to watch my thoughts as a scene that is playing inside my head. So that way it actually helps me during the daytime, like whenever the negative thoughts come or they arrive, I could actually figure them out at the first. Because what happens with that is when the negative thoughts comes in, there's a negative emotion and it just produces another negative thought and negative emotion, and you just go in that loop and cycle. With meditation, it actually helps me to figure out the first or the second negative thought that I'm having, and I realize that okay, I'm going into this cycle, I need to stop this. So that way it is very helpful to me. Meditation has also helped me with sleep, because whenever I am on the bed to sleep, my mind just starts playing its own stories. It comes up with so many ideas, it comes up with so many things that actually attracts my attention and focus, and I can't sleep. So doing the meditation practice, focusing on your breath, actually helps me sleep during the night time. Now the other thing that Andrew talks a lot about is intermittent fasting. Apart from burning fat, intermittent fasting helps to increase our focus and attention by increasing the adrenaline. Though I cannot fully commit to the intermittent fasting this time, I know it works because I've done it before, but right now I'm trying to gain muscles, so I cannot strictly follow it, but I don't have my breakfast and any coffee before 10 a.m. So that's basically the kind of routine I have been following right now based on Andrew's suggestions, and it has surely helped me a lot. Let's see how it went in a day-to-day view.
So it's day one. I just finished my cold shower and I didn't want to get up today, man. It was so hard for me actually. I woke up and my mind was like, okay, you tried, now let's get back to bed and sleep. But I pushed myself to wake up. I had my morning routine, had the salt water, expose yourself to sunlight, and I went out for a run because we need to have some kind of physical exercise, and then had a cold shower. Now I'm gonna do meditation. So day 2 of our routine, having some salt water. It didn't taste good at all. But I'm also supposed to get some sunlight in my eyes, but the weather is just like I can't do it right now. But we're gonna go out for some exercise. We're gonna go to the gym after this, come back, have some cold shower, have the meditation, and complete our morning routine. Alright guys, so it's day 3 and I'm doing the first part of the morning routine, that is get some sunlight into my eyes and have some salt water. It doesn't taste so good at all, but I'm still doing it. So after this I'm gonna go out for some running. So I'm either going to the gym or running every alternate day. I haven't seen much of changes so far, my mind is filled with the negative thoughts and I still lack motivation to do. Even to wake up today, it was like I was feeling so shit to wake up. I just wanted to sleep, but somehow I woke up and I'm here now and I'm going to continue this. I'm going to go for a run, come back, have a cold shower. That's working, that's good. I'm also delaying my caffeine by 60 minutes. So I have seen some effects already with that, like not having caffeine, like only having caffeine after 60 minutes of I wake up. So I'm not sure exactly, it's only been 3 days, but I can see that I'm not having that afternoon crash that I used to have. So going good so far. So it's day 5, no sunlight again, but I'm still watching the light through the clouds because Andrew says it's better to look at the natural light and not into your phone or your laptop. So watching the clouds, having some salt water. And every morning, it's the most difficult thing for me to do every morning, to wake up and to actually go out and exercise and go through this morning routine, because I'm not having any caffeine and I'm not eating any food till 10 o'clock. So this is like the most difficult thing for me to do right now. But as Goggin or Joe Rogan says, the more physically difficult things you do, the more mental resilience you build up. So I'm doing this anyway.
Get out of your head and stay hard.
So it's day 7 of following the Andrew Huberman's routine. I just had my cold shower and this routine is actually working really good for me, like I haven't been feeling any more like depressive. I might have those depressive thoughts now and then. I keep on getting those negative thoughts, but somehow I'm able to figure out as it is coming, maybe because of the breathing exercise that I'm doing. And also my motivation level is quite good. My mood is really good, like I don't feel like just lay down and sleep and not do anything. I'm actually out of that mood. And I think the exercise and this cold shower thing that I'm doing in the morning, I think it's working well, and it's helping to maintain my dopamine level so that I could feel the drive to keep on doing things. So it's day 9. I was in One Republic concert yesterday, and today I don't feel like doing anything. I'm a little bit hungover, but I'm gonna have to follow the morning routine. I'm gonna have to do this routine so that my day is right. So let's go out and do this.
So far, this routine actually has made a noticeable effect in my life actually. My moods are much better. I don't have that afternoon crash or lack of motivation after a certain time in afternoon. I can see my thoughts better. I can think straight. So it surely has helped me a lot within these 10 days. So I'm sure I'm going to have better effects as I keep on continuing this for almost a month or till whenever I can, like have some form of exercise and cold showers. Those two are the best things for your mood, for your depression and everything. So try that out, guys. It helps you build momentum. The hardest thing would be to actually follow this routine, I know, but somehow force yourself, commit to it and just do it. And it will just create that momentum in your life. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I would surely encourage you to go out and check out Huberman Lab Podcast to know more of these kind of tools that could help in your self-improvement. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this was helpful to you.